Alright. Looks like we're ready to go. Gonna get this high performance endorsement first. We're gonna do a couple of high performance missions. That'll be interesting. I think we're gonna go back to main menu, do a free flight with the plane we're gonna be doing the endorsement with. That is this Corvallis. Let's try to do it at something in the middle of the country airport. Why not? San Angelo. Not here. This looks good. Okay. Let's do runway 3 and runway 3. See what happens. What is this? Final. Okay. So we'll just do this pattern and see what happens. It is going to be at night, so I'll change the daytime to daytime, that is. This is one of the shorter runways, it looks like. That's fine, I should be okay. Oh, black. Oh, goodness.
Mathis Tower, November 80656 ready for east departure at runway tree.
Turn all of my stuff on. Okay. Full mixture. Turn on the time of day. Yeah. 9:35 morning seems pretty good. Let's do Puglets. Give us something to look at. I don't like how they model the... Oh, hi. Who are you? Here's my co-pilot. Six. Lights. See, I'm trying to turn the avionics off, but I can't. Must I? So it's nothing, apparently. Left fuel selector. Okay, I think I'm good. Pumping mixture full. It's 10 degrees, 12 degrees in this graph.
Mathis Tower, November 80656 continue for east
30
departure.
degree turn. See how that goes. so fast. I'm still climbing where I was. My goodness. There's my landing strip beside me. So I'm at idle. Not sure what to do about bleeding off this. There's my turn. Bleeding altitude, but not speed. For some reason, I'm completely at idle. I can go dead stick, I guess. Still at 120 knots. That's my runway. What am I gonna miss? Way too fast. I'm just gonna lower the flaps and see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go around again. Okay. Raise flaps. Crazy. It's very crouching. I'm just gonna go around again. And extend flaps for landing.
Mathis Tower, November 80656 2200. For to land. November 80656 Mathis Tower. Altimeter 29er. 902 fly left downwind runway tree.
They rely way too much on AI. What like this is. I'm like half throttle right now.
656, please acknowledge.
So I couldn't manage.
Enter left downwind runway tree 656.
So I'm gonna change. So bar fly assistant landing speed. That's the landing speed I'm supposed to. Oh, decrease flaps. Okay. Now I'm going slower than I was this time. I feel like I'm fighting the airplane a little bit better.
656 wind 265 at 4. Clear to land runway tree.
Good.
Clear to land runway tree 656.
Trim is a little bit off. Fighting the elevator right now. I'll try to catch the inside of it next. Much better this time. I am quite a bit faster than I was, but slower than I was, but I'm higher than I was also. So I'm not really comfortable with this. This plane is so wobbly.
Exit runway when able.
I think I'm going to try to put in a head tracking or tracking software.
656 contact ground on 121. Niner.
Going to 121. Niner 656.
Supposed to be like directing me. Boxes that go in my head. I will never know. Guess we can take off again. Oh, I'm afraid not. So let's do certification. We already bought this one, so let's go ahead and just take the exam. Why not? Take off, climb. Let's do it. I cheated. Yes, I jumped in the cockpit without going to the actual door. Okay, so I'm actually going to cold startup. Flipping everything on. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and run this low throttle, low mixture, turn it on.
Time to show what you can do with more powerful aircraft. You will be flying a Cessna 400 TT Corvallis today. With more than 200 horsepower, it has to be the most powerful single-engine piston-powered plane that you have ever flown. Try to be gentle on the controls and remain alert during takeoff and landing. Do not hesitate to apply some right rudder to counter the aircraft's left-turning tendencies. Ground November 8065. 6 ready to taxi departure to the south.
November 80656 taxi to and hold short of runway tree 4 using taxiway. Contact tower on 128. 25 when ready.
Got clearance.
Taxiing hold short runway tree for using taxiway 656.
Okay, well, there's a problem. I got a dude on a cart right in front of me. Is this guy gonna move?
Ground November 8065. 6 requesting pushback.
Never done this.
November 80656 pushback request accepted.
I've never done this before. It doesn't work the same as in 2020. This is very odd. He's not even pushing back.
Ground November 80656 requesting the end to pushback.
November 80656 request to end pushback received.
Seems he will believe now. Looks like it. No, well, yes, but now he's parked right where I want to go. I think I'll just try this one.
Ground November 8065. 6 requesting pushback.
Yeah, see how
November
many it is.
80656 pushback request accepted.
It's actually supposed to be turned around the other way. Oh, there he goes. That looks good.
Ground November 8065. 6 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
November 80656, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Ground November 80656 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
November 80656, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
There.
Ground November 80656 requesting the end to pushback.
November 80656, request to end pushback received.
So far, so good. I have it idle completely right now.
Tower November 80656 at runway tree 4 ready for departure south departure.
November 80656, altimeter 29er. 902 departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway tree 4.
Cleared for takeoff, runway tree 4656.
I don't know how to get back in the camera without doing this. You gotta make, I mean, cockpit, not the camera. Yes, we are going to take off. Take off! Whoa! That is really hard left. Goodness, my goodness. Let's just take off. Here we go. Should roll pretty easy. Let's get the green. Good.
656, continue for south departure.
November 8065. 6 continue for south departure. Tower November 80656, 1800, 4 to land.
November 80656 Tower. Altimeter 29er. 9er to enter left downwind runway tree 4.
Enter left traffic runway tree 4656.
656 wind 254 at 4. Clear to land runway tree 4.
Cleared to land runway tree 4656.
I'm at idle now. This is really strong aircraft. I mean, can I say that? Now to 1100 feet, so powerful. Some more flaps. Pretty sure that's landing speed. I gotta be close to it. Gas. I'm a little slow out of caution. This landing than I was the others. This landing looks much better. .39 degrees
656, turn next taxiway.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not that exaggerated.
Six 5-6 contact ground on 128. 25.
Going to 128. 25656.
Okay.
Ground November 80656 taxi to parking.
November 80656
like
taxi to
going
general
to, and I
aviation
landed.
parking using taxiway.
It's like there was no left pull until I landed, and then as soon as my tires hit
Taxiing
the
to
ground,
general aviation parking using
it
taxiway
pulled me immediately to
656.
the left. I thought I was going to run off the runway. Alright, here we go. Thankfully, steering in this thing is much better than the 172. 172 is murder trying to get this thing to spin around. This thing nearly spins on a dime in comparison. This is a Cessna Corvallis, I think is what it's called. It's a really cool airplane. The actual... Okay, how am I supposed to get in here? Oh, I'm supposed to run over the two people that are in my way to get into the parking space. What are you people doing? Get out of the way. How do I get in there? Like legit, how am I supposed to get in there? Nuts. Put the mixture down to nothing. Shut the engine off.
And that's another certification in the bag. Congratulations.
I got a certification, apparently. Let's see how it goes. Oh, wow, not bad. Respect the taxi path, 100%. Oh, God, I need tear. Respect the traffic pattern, altitude. Yeah, it did get a little high. Got high, bro. Respect the traffic pattern path. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm satisfied with that. I think that's a fair grade. I would have been happy with better landing, though. Airplane with engine capable of producing over 200 horsepower. This endorsement enables pilots to fly heavier, faster, and more capable aircraft. Bonanza, Edgeley Optica, the Corvallis. This is the one I was flying just now. I don't mind any of these. Actually, I used to fly the Optica in 2020 just for gigs. Should I go for the tailwheel endorsement? I don't even know how to fly a tail dragger. Let's see what missions have opened up. Okay. Now these are actually really good paying jobs, but they actually have the longest flight times. Luckily, we can do time compression. So this one, 23, 35, here's one. It's a 2-hour flight supposedly, but I know we can compress that flight. 23, 25, 30. Ferry flight to Dibolds. It's a Bonanza, which is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Anybody want to do the time to credit ratio to see which one is better? This was 29.60 for an hour and a half. That seems like the best one so far. What was this other one? 35. I'm curious which one is a better pay. The 35 or the 29.60. Yeah, these are the better paying jobs. You just fly an airplane, you take off and you land somewhere else. Some of these skydiving jobs are pretty good. This is all in Europe. We could go to the US and do it. There's a map. There's a gold flag job somewhere that I haven't done yet. Yeah, this one. Cargo transport. What is this? Weird pattern entries. I don't know what these are, these gold flag jobs, but I have a feeling they pay better, maybe? Or maybe we can start getting cargo transports. I think that's what it is. You finish one of these and you can get those types of jobs. And I think the prerequisite for this was the high performance aircraft. So yeah, let's do this one and let's see what it does for us. I think we can start getting these cargo jobs. The bonus to these is you fly in a straight line basically until you get your destination. Oh, why would I do that? Oh, Skyhawk, really? Okay, well that's fine. We won't get there anytime quickly, but I can compress the time and get shorten the trip. There's nobody driving that vehicle. Did you see that? I'm so handsome. There we go. Okay. I would do my startup procedure, but I'm not ready for it. Do this. Turn off all my switches here. I've got autopilot. Now I know the autopilot works on these missions, so I'm going to do that. I'm also going to take this off of here. I've got one of my prop lever on here, so I had to take that off. Let's get inside the cockpit. Okay, so in these aircraft, you have to switch this, or else that's not going to switch automatically when you start it. And I'm just going to go through the startup procedure. Actually, I have switches for that. And then turn this over to both. I've already given it a little bit of, on my Bravo, a little bit of mixture. And then pull this out. Turn it on.
Hi there. It's Widad. Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you.
Go ahead and turn on the
Loose cargo
avionics.
on board. This is a very important shipment for one of our clients. Needs to get to Embadifo Tatra promptly.
Give myself some flaps.
Our sensitive cargo containers are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business. You have all the pertinent information in your flight packet as a reminder. Safe travels.
And my flight packet. So I'm leaving this place, going to that place and the other place. Oh, look at that. Okay. So I'm taking off west, going south, southeast, and then back here to go through the weird pattern exchange. Cross the pattern, loop back, and then get into the pattern this way. I think that's how you're supposed to do it IRL, but I don't know anything about actual IRL.
Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Bravo Yankee Foxtrot is taxiing to runway 29er.
I'm at idle right now. Okay. Where am I supposed to be going here? Camera positioning going. Okay. Full mixture. Getting this 172 to turn is like pulling teeth. It's like getting 172 to turn. Follow directions. Let's take off.
Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Bravo Yankee Foxtrot
Traffic
taking off runway 29er departure to the south.
Okay. Let's see what we can do about not hurting anybody. Keep trying to steer the aircraft on the ground with the yoke. That doesn't work. Taxi to start. Runway, and then take off from the runway. We have a taxiway for this kind of thing. Apparently not. Compress. Compress. Let's compress. There we go. See, I cannot turn. If I crash, it's because of the sim's fault. I literally can't turn. Wow. And I crashed. Lovely. Great.
Foxtrot Mike November Charlie traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Bravo Yankee Foxtrot taking off runway 29er south
Let's be
departure.
a little bit less liberal with the time compression. Try this again. Okay, let's check the time compression first. This is how I do it here, there. Watch this for seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the correct time compression. See my skid marks from trying to turn. Taxi to the start. I'm so impatient for this. Okay, let's do this again without crashing. Yes, I'm not compressing. So, I only hit it once, so to get out of it, I just hit it once again. Golly, this is a long taxi. It's like I'm driving back to the house. Okay. Hopefully this will not be the end of me this time. Yeah. There we go. Taking off real time this time. Flaps at 10, okay good. 50, 60, here we go. Flaps up. Along with 500. Being very difficult. I trim up to 19. Your speed needs to be around 75, I think is the speed for best climb. Keep my trim down a little bit. There we go. I'm at darn near 500. Okay, 522 then. So hopefully after this I'll be able to fly cargo jobs, and hopefully this cargo jobs will make a lot of money. So far the highest paying job for the transporting aircraft to a different location. That seems to be working out pretty good. I'm at full throttle until I'm through with my climb, by the way, so I'll come back down to 2300-ish RPM as I finish my climb and get to cruise. Since it's 75 nautical miles, I'll have plenty of time to trim out. I still have not figured out the autopilot in this thing, so hopefully I'll get to figure that out and trim up there. 1500, pretty close. And let's trim out to get there. Okay, so I'm gonna go heading, I'm gonna go altitude, what was it? 1500. Change my altitude to 1500, that's my altitude bug. Autopilot should be bringing us to the correct altitude now. Heading should be at, yes, 168. Right. So I'll take my heading bug and I'll move it to 168, whatever this arrow is right here, which is 170 actually. Close to it anyway. Course is 175. Can't I get there from here? Actually, I'm gonna have heading here. Altitude and headings. Looks like it's correcting. Or maybe not. I don't think that's enough altitude. Let's Once I get in the cheat boxes, I'll just set up time compression. Scoot past the 75 nautical miles, which apparently is only 30 at this point. So with this series, I'm actually learning something. We're at 20, we're gonna go 2,200 feet for our altitude bug, so. Okay. So altitude button. Autopilot, let's see what happens. So we have this, that's one hit. Amount cruise. Looks like it's holding at 2,400, so looks like this is gonna work. So this is good. I think it's going down though. Okay. Compression a little more. Gently correct it here on my. It's really trying to hit me on that heading. It really is. Let's change my heading though. Yep, that's what's doing it. That's correct. Why can't I do heading in 5-degree increments? Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so time compression and autopilot works. Yeehaw. So I'm just basically flying by autopilot now. I've got my altitude set. It's at altitude hold mode right now. Heading is set, so let's change this a little bit. And at about 5 nautical miles, I'm gonna start to descend. Maybe a little before. So weird. I go from 170 to 180. I can't go in between. Okay. Okay, I want to see what my time compression looks like here. Looks like I'm going half speed, so hit it once. And speed. Alright. I'm at about 8,000. Or 8.5 nautical miles. 95 cruise speed. Should be at about 2,300 though. There it goes. I'll turn off autopilot since I'm at about 7, and I don't know where the pattern is. sea level, so come down to 1500, which will be about 500 above, maybe 1600, to be at least 500 above the pattern, which would be about 1,000 feet above sea level. That should be okay, so let's bring the altitude down a little bit. I'm just controlling the airplane with the attitude with the elevator trim, so makes it a little easier.
Foxtrot Mike Alpha Delta Traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Bravo Yankee Foxtrot 5 miles northwest 2300. Ford inbound to land runway 25.
So what I think it's going to do is it's going to take me out here and come right around this way so I can, or else it's going to go back, take me across, bring me back around this way to land. Cheat boxes will tell me where to go, basically. So I need to lose a bit more altitude, bring my trim up a little bit, reduce my throttle to about half. Trim up. There we go. Just change my attitude a little bit, bring it down. There it goes. See if I can make sense of this. Okay, so yeah, so I think what it's doing is it's going around here, crossing here, circling back this way, pattern this way, and landing over here. Yeah, I think I see it on the compass up here. I don't want to gain altitude, so we need some altitude here. Without bleeding too much energy. So I'm just turning my stick a little bit to the left. Just doing easy 5-degree bank turns to increase the amount of drag my aircraft is producing so I can reduce my airspeed. In order to reduce my throttle too much, since I'm going to have quite a few turns. I think I can make sense of all this blue gobbledygook in front of me there. I think. Yeah. The speed's okay. And I feel pretty good going into this pattern. Anybody know what this white message is up here at the top? Swing a little wide over here. There's gonna be a white message that shows up right before I get through these things. Is it measuring how soon? Or how well I go through this? Oh, I didn't do it this time. Alright. Never mind. Just watch for that, because I don't know what it is. If you know, please let me know. gone through quite a few videos or whatnot to learn a little bit about flying. I do have aspirations to become a pilot. So I want to go through flight school. Okay, so this is base, turning into base. Reduce my throttle even more, I'm at 75. 2 notches of flaps now. Whoa, that brought my aircraft way up. Although I'm pretty happy with the amount of energy I've got in the airplane still, so I'll reduce my altitude. I'm going to keep my same throttle. Maybe reduce that a little bit. And then I'm turning into final now. What kind of an airport is this? You should have seen yesterday, we were landing at an airport whose...
Foxtrot Mike Alpha Delta Traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Bravo Yankee Foxtrot is on
the
final
end of the runway
runway
had like
25 to land.
two tall trees right in the way of the runway. And I still don't know if collisions are calculated on those trees. I know for a fact I did run into 2 trees. I'm going to idle now. The other trees that were on the ground when I was taxiing, they weren't even close to me, so I was very scared of those trees. Let's see if I can land here without hurting anybody. Okay, good deal. It says reduce speed, but exit the runway. Where? Stop. Okay. Very good. Alt P, now it wants me to stop the engine, doesn't it? Yep. Just pull the mixture down and it'll stop the engine. There we go. Okay, now I think I can do cargo transport missions. Respect the condition of the aircraft. What does that mean? Why is it a 0? Oh, that's because I crashed. Oh, I don't know if either one of you folks were here, you 2 viewers that are on now. I crashed the aircraft because I did time compression and got confused, and yeah, it was a long trip down the runway. I was supposed to turn around, and when I did, I compressed time going down the runway because I was impatient about it, and then lost control because I just got disoriented. So yeah, I didn't do so well there. I got a C. Look, it's not failing, okay? I got some money. Oh, my reputation suffered too for crashing the aircraft. What I keep getting. Like one time I jumped 4 levels. Okay, so what do I need for this? Level 12, flight seeing or skydive missions with B or above. Okay, so skydive, I suppose. So if I want to get all of these, so charter service, so I need an instrument rating. Okay, so my next real sort of achievement is this, and then tail wheel certification looks like. Saab is a tail wheel? What? The Saab is a tail wheel? No. What am I looking at here? I see a nose gear. I see the nose gear there. How can that be a tail wheel? That robin is fun to fly, but I've never flown the air tractor. Okay, so it says take exam. I don't think I bought the exam. Okay, so maybe I have to purchase it. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it. I want to take it immediately. Taking off and taxiing in a plane equipped with a tail was not as easy as it might seem. No, it's not. Main gear towards the front of the aircraft is small weather. Show what you can do aboard one of the most advanced conventionally geared aircraft on the market, the Cub Crafter's X. Cub. While taxiing, draggers have a tendency to drift while turning on the ground, making taxiing more challenging than with other landing gear configurations. The springs on the rear wheel cannot keep the gear in place once there is too much inertia on the tail. This is largely influenced by the aircraft center of gravity being located behind the main wheels. Using differential braking with only one pedal turn the aircraft at low speed can help keep the center line and avoid drifting too much. What? Using differential braking to turn the aircraft at low speed. Okay. Do not hesitate to cut corners with the inside main gear as you race for tail swing. If you taxi a tail dragger, the tail will go out of the taxiway while turning, which can lead to aircraft damage. Okay, fair. Taking off, like many other aircraft, X-Cub tends to turn to the left. It's caused by what is referred to as a fore-left turning tendency, slipstream, gyroscopic precession, E-factor, and torque countering this left turning tendency with the rudder is a must to stay centered on the runway. Pay special attention as you need to lift the aircraft's tail wheel before taking off. This is a moment when the left turn tendency will be the most intense due to gyroscopic precession. Well, that just sounds like a great all-around adventure, doesn't it? When landing, there are two ways to landing the aircraft: 3-point landings and wheel landings. A wheel landing applies the main gear touchdowns before the tails does. 3-point landing occurs when all wheels touch at the same time. I am familiar with that concept. Both techniques have their share of advantages. For the purpose, we will opt for a 3-point landing, which should provide you with more ground authority after touchdown. Right. Also is more natural, but you do lose sight of the runway when you do that. This maneuver will require you to flare with more angle, keep your stick back, be gentle while braking, as excessive braking can lead to a nosedive. Flip over in its nose. While taking off and landing, the tail dragger's overcorrections and side loading can lead to what is commonly referred to as ground loop, a loss of aircraft control that sometimes or somewhat resembles an automotive spin. To avoid losing control, perform smooth adjustments with the rudder, maintain center line, keep the aircraft center of gravity in line with the main wheels. To acquire the certification, you'll be required to taxi. Very good. Perform a tail high liftoff. Follow a standard traffic pattern. Perform a 3-point landing. Taxi back to the parking spot. Well, let's just see how this works. I have not ever done this before, and rather than make a fool out of myself yet again, because I did crash one time, I think I'm just going to go and do this. Free flight! Let's see if we can land that same aircraft somewheres. Let's see. Airplane, light on there. Okay, so it'll be an airplane. That's a tail dragger, that's a tail dragger. But I think that one, the Cub, is the one I'm after. Where is it? That's not it. That's not it. Is it in here? Those are not it. Okay, let's go through this a little bit slower. Come on. Spirit of St. Louis. No. That's the Draco. P-51, one of my favorite aircraft of all time. If you spot it, say something. There it is, I think that's it. It just didn't look the same. Okay, so save that. Let's see, what do you want? You want to take off out of South America? Brazil, maybe? So yeah, these are planes down here mostly, right? Yes? I hope. This doesn't look like planes. Dirt. Asphalt. 3,000 feet, this ought to work. Yeah, this ought to work. No, there's not enough taxi. I'm going to try a little bit of taxi here. Dirt, that's not going to have taxi. Definitely not grass. That's going to be a little bit too big of an airport. And that, I don't know what that is. Bituminous. Doesn't see, there's no taxi. Grass, asphalt. Let's see what this one looks like. No taxi. There's little turnarounds at the end of the runway. Okay. Asphalt, let's see what this one looks like. Whoa. Where was I? Here? Cool, okay. And wouldn't you know it, no taxiway. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to the US where they believe in taxiways. Right smack in the middle down here somewheres. It's grass. Grass. Grass, grass. Grass. This is Ennis Municipal, looks like. And wouldn't you know it, there's a taxiway. How about that? I'm gonna take off from here. F-41. Ennis. Which runway? No, it's gonna be that one. And we'll do 41 again. Oh heck, F-41. Parking. 14 will just end up where we started. And I think I'll change the time to 8. Yes. And the time and we'll do a few clouds, just give us something to look at. And we'll start the flight. Hopefully I won't crash. Oh dear. Facing the wrong way. Who picked this spot? Did I pick a weird configuration? I wish I didn't have to do this. Can I do something about this? Ghost. No, apparently not. Okay. What in the world is going on here? Yeah. Okay. Hope I can start this thing. Okay. Change my mixture to a little bit. There we go. Full mixture. Oh, oops. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. Almost shut off the... Oh, this has got propeller. Crap. Okay. Put the prop in. Okay, good. Alrighty. Let's see, make sure we've got... Set position down. Okay. I really hope that's not trouble. Heading, do I have some kind of a... Is this to open? Okay, that's the door. Is there like some kind of a fuel picker? ELT. Man, I really don't know anything about this aircraft. A flap lever? Are you serious? Let's give it some flaps then. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's see how she behaves. Is there chocks out there? No, there wasn't. Thanks, co-pilot. I appreciate you. He's like, use your steering wheel to steer, bro.
Foxtrot 41 traffic, Cub Crafters, November 5 4680, taking off runway 34, departing straight out.
Car, that is. That have a sort of clearance or anything. That is a pretty long runway for this thing. Let's see what we can do here. Bad. I mean, the experience right now is, it is awkward. Whoa, see that? Oh, it's not bad though. Okay, let's get back in the cockpit here. Can't see over my nose. Alright, let's see what the experience is. It is drifting left.
Approach Cub Crafters November 5 4680 is type Cub Crafters CC-19 2 miles north of Foxtrot 411,100 feet.
Smooth.
Request flight following.
Cub Crafters November 5 4680 approach. Squawk Tree 02.
Airport over here.
Squawk Tree 02 Cub Crafters 680.
Cub Crafters 680 radar contact 2 miles northwest of Foxtrot, 1,400 feet, altimeter 29er. 9er2.
Roger Cub Crafters 680.
My trip is really punishing me right now. 1,500, which is, I guess, a little bit higher than I want to be. Here's the airport. I'm going to bring my throttle down to about half. Speed is 100, so I want to bleed off. Actually, I'm going to bring my throttle down to about 30%. Bleed off my altitude. Where's my runway? Oh, there it is. Okay. Bring my trim up a little bit more now. Okay, I'm gonna do a 3-point landing, I'm guessing. Roll is pretty okay. Trying to get a feel for the roll. Pitch looks like it's resisting. Upward, okay. So I've bled most of my speed. Looks like. I'm gonna turn base now. I vaguely have a feel that this is base. And then this is actually short. Base to final. Yeah, I went a little bit too far. I wasn't going parallel. Speed is 70. Bring my trim down quite a bit. I don't like my attitude. Trim down, view of more ceiling moves. Flare. Oops. That definitely was not. Ah! Wow, crap. No, this is not. Wow, they did not lie. That's. You definitely can lose track. Ooh. Let's do that again. Shove. Okay, tails up. Ooh, dang. Okay, here we go. Good. Let's get off the ground. Full throttle. Sucker takes off. Golly. What does that say? 60 some?
Approach Cub Crafters November 5 4680 is type Cub Crafters CC-19 1 miles north of
altitude. I'm
Foxtrot
watching
41700
My
feet.
vertical speed
Request
here, my
flight
altitude
following.
here, though.
Cub
Trim at
Crafters
8%
November 5
feels
4680
better than
approach. Squawk 5206.
feels better than oops. My trim needs to
Squawk
go down a little bit.
5206 Cub Crafters 680. Cub Crafters 680 radar contact 1 miles north of Foxtrot
1200 seems like
411,200
about
feet,
enough.
altimeter 29er. 902. Roger Cub Crafters 680.
See how far out did I go? I wasn't even paying attention. guess a giant warehouse or something over here. I'm gonna turn right about there. Maybe that's a little pond or something. Before I look, I've drifted up to 1,400 feet. We're at 100 knots right now. There's my airport right there. Not really going parallel. Let me get out. Maybe over these trees right here. Oh. Does it say 80? Yeah. Okay, let's do a little turn here. I think this is parallel to the runway. Right about here. Can't see it though. Altitude's at 1,000. I think I want to maintain that. Give it a little throttle. Still at 80. There's my airport. I feel like I'm parallel to it now. So I'm about almost on base. Yeah, I'm gonna turn base here in just a minute. Let me get out over the water before I do that. Second time flying the Cub now. Well, second time in the air with the Cub. This is my only flight that I've ever had, this one. Which you see me on now. I did do a touch and go a second ago. Alright, so where am I? That's the end of the runway there. Alright, so that's about right. So let's give it flaps. Oh, hello. Turn. Give it about 20 degrees of turn. So I'm about even with the hospital now, right? Gaining a little more altitude than I wanted to. And that's about a little bit more. Yep, a little bit more. Let's see if I can make it without killing myself. Last time I landed, it yanked me to the left. Oh, crap. To the right. Oh, crap. Now, the coaching was by using differential braking, I could slow down and counteract that yank. There we go. Okay. I think I need more practice. Not all that great with it. But that's, I think, we're gonna end the stream for now. Oh, where are you taking me? Just want to land. I think we're gonna end the stream for now. Probably get this endorsement tomorrow. First thing, let's see what kind of opportunities open up in the career mode with this endorsement, this tail wheel endorsement. Let's see if I'm running into somebody. Oh, my external camera's not working. And my internal thingamabob's not working either. Crazy. Let's park in front of the fuel. I think we need fuel. Oh. Man, I need practice with this tail wheel. I do not feel comfortable. It is very awkward. But all in all, a lot of fun. Thanks for joining, and I will see you guys on the next one.